Hi guys, today I thought I would take you guys behind the scenes and see what it's like to join us on our photo shoot. Today we are shooting our fall collection, our fall and winter collection for Sweet Georgia. So there are 12 garments that are going to be knitted and 6 garments that are going to be crocheted. And I just wanted to show you a little bit about what happens behind the scenes of when we go on one of these photo shoots.
So now the thing about these photo shoots is that they're a little bit ridiculous in terms of their expectations, because it is right now the hottest day of July. I think it's like the hottest day of the summer. Must be almost 30 something degrees here. I think last night it was 81 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that. But it's super hot, and yet we have to somehow make this area look like a frozen lake in wintertime. I don't know how we're gonna do it. I think there might be some Photoshop involved. We're gonna have to make it look chilly and cool. And I'm concerned for the models because it's gonna be hot. And they're gonna be wearing tons and tons of layers of wool and sweaters and things like that, and quite uncomfortable. The other crazy thing that happened this morning is that we have our hair and makeup artist. She has her studio nearby the beach here, you know, this wonderful, gorgeous beach area. And she lives on the 30th floor. And today, of all days, there's no power in her building. So the model arrived at the studio and she's downstairs. The hair and makeup artist had to come down 30 flights of stairs, take the model up 30 flights of stairs, do their makeup in the truncated time that they have. They're supposed to have 90 minutes, and now they only have like 45 minutes. They have to do hair and makeup with no power and then come back down 30 flights of stairs, and then I'm going to pick up the model, and then we're going to come here and shoot and try to make it look like wintertime. Then have to go back to drop off the model at work. She's taking time off work to do this. And then we're gonna go pick up the second model, who also has to walk up 30 flights of stairs, then come back down the 30 flights of stairs. Then we're gonna go to the coffee shop, which I hope is gonna be air conditioned. It's gonna be kind of crazy. Okay, this is what we're dealing with today. They're doing power stuff. I guess it's not just a power outage. They're actually like trying to fix the elevators. I don't know, 30 floors, having to walk up and down that would be a bit crazy. Oh yes, so I wanted some really cozy looking shots on the leather couch and everything like that, and that's part of the reason why I chose that coffee shop. But pretty much as soon as I arrived, someone decided to sit down in that leather couch before we got a chance to save it. And so he sat there for probably 45 minutes of our shoot. So we only shot in that tiny little sweet corner for maybe about the last 10 minutes of the shoot, sort of thing. Yeah, but otherwise, you know, that part went relatively smoothly as well. The coffee shop made a really nice ginger beer. Yeah. It was a small location, so very tight quarters, and we're trying to do our best to not interfere with anybody who happens to be sitting there. You know, there's paying customers there. I mean, we bought our coffees and things like that, but at the same time, you know, a couple of people who are sitting there trying to get some work done, a couple of people there reading their books and things like that, and so we didn't want to disturb anybody. So we had to be aware and trying to minimize our objects and all these kinds of things and stay coordinated, stay really tidy and things. So yeah, we did 6 garments in knitting, 6 garments in crochet. I'm really excited about a lot of these pieces. It's there's some things in there that I really would like to make. Or I could maybe just borrow the samples from the studio and just wear those. So thank you guys so much for being here this week. I hope that this was interesting to you to see sort of the behind the scenes of how everything happens and what we need in order to get these photo shoots done. It is kind of chaotic to coordinate all these things together. We are trying to move our publishing schedule ahead. We're going to see if this is possible. So that way perhaps we could film the fall things when it's still relatively cold in Vancouver, so maybe like March or April, but that would require all of the garments to be done at least 6 months before we actually release them, which seems like a really long time to be sitting on fall things and not being able to share them with you guys. So we're gonna see what we can do about our publishing schedule, but it's crazy trying to find a location that looks cold when it's July. We thought about shooting in a studio location, like with a white background or backdrop or something like that, but it just doesn't have the same feel as going on location to a place, like an environment with a setting. I really love seeing the textures in behind the model. I like seeing the textures of the wall, the texture that different fabrics or couch or books, all of that stuff lends texture to the photographs and to the feel of the piece. And so I really still like shooting on location. It makes things significantly more complicated because you have to think about where's the model going to get makeup done, where is she going to get her hair done, is she going to be able to change her clothes at the location, how many people need to be there to help hold a diffuser, maybe somebody needs to hold a reflector, and then we have a photographer. And I know that even when I was working with Josh this morning and Jessica, I'm holding the reflector, but still we could have used one more person to, you know, manage her hair and just all sorts of things like that that need to be considered. So I am interested to hear if you guys have had any experience with, you know, trying to do a photo shoot for yourself or for any other purposes. I know that when I was knitting a lot of projects and, you know, finishing a sweater, one of the biggest challenges and one of the reasons why I don't really post a lot of my own projects on Ravelry is I don't have anybody to take pictures of me wearing the item that I made. And so I know there's a lot of strategies around, you know, being able to take pictures for yourself and things like that. But I found that to be a challenge and that to be a deterrent. And that's why I don't really post very many things on Ravelry. Yeah, photo shoots are intimidating and a little bit scary to put together for other people or for yourself. So I'd love to hear about how you guys manage to do that, if you do it at all. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys found this really interesting. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and like this video. And if you want to see more content like this, I encourage you to hit subscribe and you will be notified about when new videos like this go up every Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. All right, bye for now.